Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be doing a video I haven't done in such a long time, probably before I even went out to Australia, which was over a year ago now. I can't believe I've been here since February 2020, just before COVID got really bad. So yeah, I guess I was lucky to come out here, but I will be answering all your guys' questions. I asked you guys to ask me questions on Instagram. Also, I'm filming this on my new camera, so yeah, you can probably see all my spots and imperfections. You guys used to be like, oh my god, you have flawless skin, but really it was just my Canon G7X like blurring my skin. I don't know why it does that, but it just makes me look like I have flawless skin when really I really don't. I'm still figuring out all the settings and everything, but I did get a microphone for it, so I hope the audio is good and everything like this. And I saw a few comments from you guys saying that you do miss my sit down videos, so I'm really excited to just sit down, have a raw chat with you guys. I don't know if you can hear the birds outside, but it's quite a nice sound. Like, I'd rather hear that than cars and stuff. So the plan is to just sit here, I'm in my comfy lounge wear, and get ready with me for the day. I don't actually normally put makeup on, but today I wanted to take a photo for lounge underwear in this set. It's so comfy, like it's the coziest thing I've worn in a while. But first of all, I'm just putting my moisturizer on. I just use this cheap one from Simple. If you aren't subscribed, please do subscribe and follow my socials so you can take part in Q&As like this in the future. I will be doing a Q&A with Tommy in the future, so already now, if you know that you have any questions that you want me and Tommy to answer together, put them in the comments. Anyway, I guess I'll start with a first question. Hi, is it difficult to travel so much money-wise? And this is a question I do tend to get a lot. But basically, if you do go to Australia for a working holiday visa, you need a certain amount of money. I can't remember how much it is. But you need a certain amount of money to get into the country, and you need to prove that you have that. So that's the only thing, but that's just for like, so you can live for a couple months, like if you don't find a job and stuff like that, for safety reasons, to be able to support yourself, of course. But other than that, it's really not, because the part of it that has been hard is that it's during COVID, and finding a job during COVID, as all of you guys probably know, is super hard, and not many people could manage to find a job during like the strictest lockdowns that we had here in Australia back in March, I think, which was when I started working for accommodation in the Gold Coast. So I was super lucky that I actually had a roof over my head and I had a place to stay. But obviously I couldn't find a job. Like at that stage I had already saved at that stage I had saved up quite a bit of money before coming out to Australia, which I did back home in Sweden, so I was fine. And then now luckily COVID is pretty much gone. Like, we haven't had cases in a few weeks here in Queensland, I'm pretty sure. And whenever a case pops up, they're super quick on making sure everyone goes down into like a 3-day lockdown or something like that. So it doesn't really spread. They seem like they've got everything under control here, which I'm really thankful for and feel super lucky. So getting to your question, I'm making this answer really super long, I'm sorry. But basically, whenever I run out of money, I just stop in a place, which we're doing right now. Like now we're in Noosa and we're here for a few months just to save up some more money, find a job, and then whenever we want to continue traveling, we just quit and we move on. Now we're saving up for a van, which is really exciting. But yeah, you can always stop somewhere. Lots of restaurants, like you don't need a lot of experience. Most places are like happy to train you, but just like little jobs like that. Like now I'm doing housekeeping, super easy job. Like if you've never done it before, really easy. Anyone can do it. You just have to be willing, and yeah. Do you plan on staying in Australia? It fits you so well. Thank you. I love Australia so much. Like, I can't believe I was only originally planning to stay out here for 4 months. That's crazy to me. Now I've been here for so long. I'm super grateful to be here right now, and I always used to think that no, Australia isn't the place I want to live, which I still think. Like, I don't know, it's a hard one because the climate here is the climate here is just so beautiful, and obviously all the beaches, the nature is gorgeous, and in that aspect, like how big it is, how many places there are to see, travel, explore, waterfalls and all stuff like that, that is a part of me that really wants to stay. But the other part is like, it doesn't feel that homey. Like Europe is all like, we've got a lot of culture, we've got a lot of history. Like out here in Australia, there isn't really that much of that, and it just kind of feels like something's missing, and it's so far from home. I do really miss my family and stuff, and I would like to be able to get home quicker and stuff. So for that reason, I don't really see myself staying here forever, but also I wouldn't be mad if I did. I don't know. It's a hard question, because like half of me is like, yes, I want to stay here forever, but the other half is like, oh, it's too far from home and stuff like that. But obviously if COVID didn't exist, I could go back and visit, but it would be a long flight. But you know, honest answer, I don't know. I don't have a sponsorship, so technically I can't stay here forever even if I wanted to, unless I get a sponsorship, which is like, I think you have to sign a contract with company. They have to like ask to sponsor you, and then you have to stay with that company for a few years, I'm pretty sure. Do not quote me on this, but I think it's something like that. Yeah, right now I'm just putting some concealer on under my eyes and on my spots, because I have a few of those right now. It's doing housekeeping. It's actually quite physical and you get quite sweaty, and I think that's why I'm breaking out right now. Next question is, how did you and Tommy meet? This is always a big question. We met here in Australia during our farm work in Bundaberg. So we met in like September, I'd say. We were on the farms. He was in the tractor. I was full of dirt digging up sweet potatoes. That's how we met. The most romantic place on earth, Bundaberg. No, it's really not. If you can avoid Bundaberg, I'd say do. Although I think I was lucky with the farm I ended up on. Do you miss your family? If so, how do you deal with that? I do miss my family a lot, and there is like an 8-hour time difference. But how I deal with it is just like, we stay in contact on Facebook Messenger a lot. We try to call each other as much as we can. Obviously we don't have a lot of time for that, just because of the difference in hours and stuff like that. Favorite part about being in Australia so far? I definitely think it's the nature, like all the beautiful places you get to see, like the waterfalls, the beaches, driving in the mountains. It just like the freedom, like you can go, if you want to go skiing, you can go skiing in the mountains. If you want to go to the beach, you can go. If you want to go to a party, you just go to any party hostel, or like Sydney, Melbourne. There's like so much variety, and I don't know, I just feel free being here. I guess it has to do with that COVID has been quite good out here. Like we haven't had that much of it. I feel really lucky that I actually got to Australia in time, and that I chose to not go home. Even though I miss everyone so much, I just feel so grateful that during these crazy times I've been blessed and I've been able to travel a new country. Are there any other countries you would like to live in? I feel like people are walking by and I'm like, eh. So, by the way, back to makeup. I don't normally do a lot, but for this video I'm just gonna go to town. So I have this Glossier thing. This has been with me since I left home. I love Glossier. It's just cloud paint in dusk, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that on my cheeks. Any other countries? Okay. So when I was going to travel to Australia, I was choosing between Hawaii and Australia, and I don't know why I chose Australia, but I'm really happy I did. But anyway, Hawaii is like top on my next places I want to travel list. Like, I don't know if we'll be allowed to because of COVID. Like, I don't know if their borders are open. It just looks so magical, and just like the nature there, all the greenery and the ocean. Oh, I would love to go to Hawaii. Life just seems so nice there, like surfing, that's just all you need. Surfing and smoothie bowls. What's been your favourite place to explore in Australia so far, and why? I've only been on the east coast so far, and Australia is like so big. Like there's the whole west coast, the whole top, the whole south, the middle. I want to do it all. Hopefully I will have time to before I have to leave. But so far I've only been east coast down to Sydney, and that's as far south as I've been. But so far my favourite places are probably Whitsundays, obviously, because it's just absolutely beautiful. Magnetic Island, just for the feel. It's like a little, not secluded island, but like not many people live there. It's like untouched. Like there's lots of woods, there's lots of hikes you can do, like lots of beaches you can only get to by foot, and I just think there's something special about Magnetic Island. I don't know, it's like a magnet that just draws you. And obviously Noosa, where we live right now, which I am so blessed that I live in. One of my favourite places I've been to in Australia so far. It's just like the cutest little surfy vibe, little town. Absolutely love it. And the national park here is like so good. What do you miss most from home? definitely my friends and family. I miss you guys so much. It's crazy. Like, I wish I could teleport myself, or I just wish I could bring them out here so they could experience this with me. I'm using my Huda Beauty, the only eyeshadow palette I brought with me, and I'm gonna use this one. I kind of want some new eyeshadows. I hope this is better for lighting. If I just made it worse, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm just gonna put that in my crease. Yeah, my friends and family, I miss you guys so much. I don't FaceTime them as much as I wish I did, but whenever we do FaceTime, it's just so lovely, and I can't wait to see them again. My sisterhood, they're with me on my hip in my tattoo. And Clara, I'm so sad that she went home. Like, I wish she was here with me still. That's so sad. Oh, I'm just getting really emotional right now. Hopefully it won't be long until I see them. Your favourite memories from your whole Australia trip? Probably doing the dive on the Great Barrier Reef, my first dive. That was super cool to see the turtles and the sharks and everything. Also, a moment that pops up in my head was one evening when me and Tommy went down to the beach and we were surfing and we saw dolphins up close. That was awesome. That was amazing. There's just too much to choose from. I love the Whitsundays boat thing. Just like the feeling of renting the van, the first day with the van, just like that freedom. Oh, that was awesome. What are your plans for the future? Study, work, travel? This is a really hard question because I don't know. All I know is that I want to try and pursue videography and do some more like working with companies, shooting things for people. I'm just like slowly gonna start and do my first project soon, which is super exciting. It has nothing to do with YouTube though, but doing stuff like that is like something that I've always been scared to try, because in The Subtle Art of Not Giving a F, they say like an artist could have his whole website set up with all the photos, but he's just like trying to perfect it all the time because he's too scared to like, release it. And it's kind of like the same thing, like it's easier to be doing something you've known forever, like in the comfort zone, than actually try and pursue what you really want, just because you're scared of failing, I guess. But I'm really gonna try now because I'm like, I've really got nothing to lose, and it's something that I've been thinking of for many years that I want to do, but I've just never known how. I don't want to say too much because I haven't made it happen yet, but I really want to, and I'd love to just also do more YouTube and travel and stuff like that. So I still don't know if and what I want to study, and someday I probably will study, but I really don't know what. Are you working currently and do you like it? I am working. I'm working at a resort doing housekeeping, and it's like not a job I want to do forever, but it's like 9 to 3 or 9 to 2 every day, so I really like the hours, and it's quite chill, like not so much pressure, it's easy. It just like, it does take a toll on your body after a while, but it's not too bad. And then some evenings I work at a bowl club, which is also so chill. It's nothing fancy. It's like this Asian restaurant. I'm quite enjoying it. It's not like anything I love, but it works for now, just because I know it's temporary and I'm doing it because I want to continue traveling. So do you think it's easy for someone to make friends in Australia if they go on their own? 100% yes. Like Emma came alone and she's met so many people. All you have to do really is go to hostels, and everyone in a hostel is willing to meet new people. Yeah, I find that a good place to meet friends is in the kitchen, because it's easy to ask a lot of questions in the kitchen, like, oh, that looks nice, what are you making? And just like hang around there, someone will talk to you. But I just think you should go up and talk to someone, because most times they'll probably be really happy that you spoke to them. I actually think that living in hostels has made me more outgoing and more social and more brave in that sense, with like speaking to new people. So that's pretty cool. Really recommend staying in hostels. Do you plan on traveling the West Coast? 100%. That is where we want to go next. Oh my god, my voice is going. West Coast is definitely where we want to go next. I've just heard it's the most beautiful beaches in the whole world. What advice would you give to a complete beginner who wants to go backpacking alone? I would say do your research, don't stay in dodgy places. Just like find hostels that look quite safe, that have good reviews, good ratings. Always keep your family updated on where you are, just like on Messenger or something. And I'd say just go for it. Like, you meet so many people. You could meet someone that you want to travel with a few days, and then you part ways and you meet someone else and you want to travel with them. Like, you will meet so many people as a solo traveler, and it's just like, it makes it easier for you, because then you don't have anyone else that you have to consider, like
oh, they don't want to go there, but I want to go there.
And now they don't want to do this. So basically, just go for it. Like, it would probably be easier to travel solo just because you can do exactly what you want, and if you don't like somewhere you can just leave whenever you want, and you will find people pretty much wherever you go if you are staying in hostels. And if not, you'll find people through your work. Like, I found so many new friends through my job. People here in Australia are really helpful and super friendly. Like, a girl from my job drove me home yesterday because my bus wasn't gonna go until like 40 minutes. So she was just like, I'll drive you home. And I've got this white eyeliner pen. How are you? I'm doing really, really good, thank you. I'm feeling super inspired with all my new camera gear and everything. Like, I don't know, I'm feeling really inspired to just like go for it now. Like, I've been having dreams of me going back to Sweden and being like super happy, like seeing my friends and family, and then the next minute feeling like trapped because I know I can't come back to Australia on a visa because I've used them, and feeling like, oh, I should have like tried to pursue my film more, and I should have like done this, and I should have done this when I had the opportunity, because Australia's just like such a beautiful country and I feel like the opportunities are endless here. So I feel really motivated to just like work on something that I'm really proud of and creating more content that I'm proud of, and just like growing my channel, getting better at filmmaking, editing, everything like that. Do you see Sweden and Europe differently after living in Australia? I do. I feel like I will appreciate it more when I get home, maybe. Like the culture and just like traveling Europe. I'm really, really excited for that. But I also see like everything back home seems so small now. Like, Sweden seems so small compared to here, and there aren't really that many places that you can go. Like, if you want it to be warmer, you can't just like travel more up north or travel more south, because I like live as south as I can get in Sweden almost, and it's not hot. It's not hot. But here, like in the winter, sorry, here like in the winter, if you're looking for warmer weather, you just go to the Northern Territory and you have 30 degrees again. Whereas like home, you can't do anything like that. So that's a scary part. Like, I've really found how much I love warm weather. Did you feel safe traveling in a van? I'm scared we're gonna get mugged or something. Yeah, I felt really safe. I wasn't really scared of that at all. There's so many people living in camper vans in Australia. Most of the time we were staying in camp spots, and there's no reason for anyone to rob someone else. I don't know. There's just like lots of other vans there. It felt really safe. Some nights we even stayed in free camp spots at like petrol stations, and even then I felt safe because there were a few other vans there and like other travelers. So I always feel pretty safe in Australia. There isn't that much crime here, which I'm really thankful for, and we pretty much always had our van locked at night. Oh, I just got one of these questions just made me teary. Have you expected that your 4-month Oz would turn into something beautiful like this? I really didn't. Like, when I left on a whim. I left with like a month notice or something. Like, I hardly knew in advance that I was going for 4 months. And it's so funny, the title of my packing for Oz, 4 months in Oz or forever because of Corona, has literally turned into like almost forever. Like, I've been here for almost 1.5 years, which is so crazy, and I could have never thought it would turn into something as amazing like this. All of the places I've been to, been living in a van, literally living my dream of what I wished it would be like in my head, like learn to surf, live in a van. It's just like, I can't believe I'm doing it. It's amazing, and I'm so happy to have met Tommy, who also loves traveling and seeing new places and like the van life. I'm so happy he also really enjoys that. Are you planning to visit New Zealand since the border is open? Yes, I am. I actually can't wait to go to New Zealand. I've heard it is a little bit colder there, but like looks so beautiful. Like, so much greenery, so many mountains and pretty lakes. Like, I actually can't wait to go to New Zealand. It's crazy. Hostel life or van life? I have done both, and I can definitely say I would 100% choose van life. It's just so much more freedom, but there's always a place and time for everything. Like, Hostel life is more fun. Like, I feel like when you're new to Australia and you just want to meet as many people as you can, like experience as many things as you can. It's also more fun if you're single. Like if you're in a relationship and you're staying in a hostel, it's kind of like, right, let's share this single bed in this room with lots of other people. It's like, it's not as nice. I definitely prefer van life. You can bring your home anywhere. You can wake up in front of the beach. Like, it's amazing. I love van life. I think I've answered all of your guys' questions. But yeah, I'm so happy that you guys have been enjoying my content from Australia, and I don't plan on stopping filming travel videos anytime soon. I'm so excited for all the travel that is to come and stuff. And if you have any places that you want us to go here in Australia or any things you want us to do, then please leave them in the comments and we'll make sure to do them for you. Also, any other video requests, leave them down below. And if you have any other sit down videos like this, like I'd be really excited to make more videos like this. Like, ow! I just stabbed my eye. By the way, I just used the e.l.f. eyebrow thing. And this is a NYX lip liner. Oh, I'm actually getting so jealous of spring back home. Like, that is something that I miss with Europe. Like, all the seasons, like the orange trees on the leaves when it's autumn, the like nice fresh like excitement you feel when spring comes. That was a really weird describing of spring, but you know what I mean. Every season comes with such a different feeling, and here now it's autumn, but to me it kind of feels like spring just because it's that like mild weather where it's not like super hot, not like super cold. I'm so happy for all of your guys' like little messages on Instagram, every single comment. It just makes doing this so worth it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I never normally wear this much makeup, but just for the purpose of wanting to do my makeup while I chat to you guys, and I wanted to look pretty for when I shoot a photo for lounge underwear. So yeah, if me and Tommy are going out for dinner, I'll normally just put a tiny bit of concealer and some mascara and just curl my lashes. So yeah, if you're interested in the products I use, I will try and link them down below. And yeah, if you want more of these videos, let me know. Leave comments for me and Tommy to answer down below, because I think we're gonna do a second Q&A. I love you all. Don't forget to follow my socials, and I'll see you in my next video. And leave a comment of a video you want to see. Bye.